Hump Day. What it do? Adding in it Wednesday. You know, it's time to sit down with a good old fashioned pot of Wicked Wednesday Sports tea. I am your host, your OG, your CEO, your AAU slapper, Mr. Wise.
Mr. White.
Yeah,
That's the nickname right there, the AAU slapper. Yeah.
AAU slapper.
yeah. Right there next to me, the resident old lineman, the franchise, and
What's
yeah,
happening?
down below me. Don't look confused. It's a busted can of biscuits. It is
Just, just put him on the counter. He'll
yeah,
be all right.
The young knight.
He looking like I can kiss my ass. That's what he said.
Y'all recognize the logo and the voice. You know him as the sixth man, K Styles.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
And the unknown logo, y'all know it's Wednesday. Bringing the echo. Mrs. K Styles.
Yeah, I was having some technical difficulties for a second.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is. Yeah, we see your emblem in the chat, sir. Shut up. Uh, Today's topic, as you know, is going to be some Braves talk. We're going to get into, some Zac Robinson. We're going to get into some Ike Hilliard in the Dirty Birds offensive staff. And just to jump off a little bit in trending well-wise, you Terry Front no haters, go lay on the couch. If that don't work, go play in traffic.
Ouch.
Just saying, man.
That's
You find something new to do. Y'all don't try and laying coaching stuff at this man's feet. You're blaming him for something that he had no control over. Raheem Morris' decision was okayed by Arthur Blank for Kurt Counsel Cousins. Michael Penix was a Terry Fontenot move. Know your facts so you can understand the truth. Just saying. Life is good when you actually know what you're talking about. Y'all get out here and hit send on fraudulent information just for the sake of standing on the soapbox with the wrong side girdle. Excuse me, I had to express myself.
What'd you say? They need to do butt naked jumping jacks on Spaghetti Junction?
Yes.
Don't rush out. Don't rush out.
During rush hour
Oh,
on a Friday night.
Yes. Well, as promised, a residential grade report by Mrs. Stein. Now,
Not sure.
I need to highlight a few, a home run or two, a
What's over there?
catch or
Oh,
two,
good.
but
Appreciate it.
what's going on with our Bravos there?
Well, as you know, last week wasn't as good. It was more so just. Oh no. Yeah, it was more so kind of a bad week last week. We did have good pitching for one guy, Mr. Short, but everything was kind of off that last week. But that's okay. We've already had an up and down season regardless. So we already know what's going on. We know where we're not going, unfortunately, but I'd still like seeing good progress for them moving on. So right now, they have a game tonight, in fact. They have a game against the Chicago Cubs in Chicago. So I'm rooting for them anyway. See how they do.
Right.
If you want to check them out, if you have the FanDuel link, you can watch it on FanDuel.
Definitely. Uh, who's that young boy to be making all them catches out there in the outfield?
Besides Michael Harris and
Uh,
Mr. Profar,
yeah, him.
yes, they're doing very, very. He's good. So, I well, I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say. With everything that's happened this year, next year, if we want a full year at Profar, because we gonna see how this kid is. Wow, the reason we have him. The very reason we have this guy and what they saw in him before this, I still feel like what happened to him kind of set a domino effect for the team. It seemed like everything wanted to go wrong. What wasn't going wrong did go wrong. It seemed
Right.
like you know how that is. You thinking that once you climb that mountain, you're almost there, but there's always that one hurdle that throws you off again.
Yeah.
Well,
As long as we down with that suspension, everything else is I know.
So based off of that is what is the thought process of how the Braves could improve next year in your opinion?
Well, you know what the main thing what the Braves need to improve on is, for one, we already discussed the pitching. But another thing is we have this.
uh-oh.
Oh,
Did we lose him? Hey, Sonya.
hello,
Anybody there?
Fonchi. Oh, you can take yourself off of mute. What's happening? What's happening?
Can't hear nothing, I guess, from neither one of them.
Oh, you can't you hear me?
Yeah, you kind of went out there for a second.
Oh, there, you know, you understand, K Styles. You know what's the deal with my side of the
Mm-hmm.
Technical difficulty.
fence.
I ain't saying nothing.
I know this is kind of this is horrible right now.
I ain't saying nothing. I ain't do nothing. I'm innocent of this.
Sonya.
So, yeah. Let us. Like you said, you just gotta hit the microphone thing. If it has the flash on it, click it, and it'll take you off of mute. But go ahead, Shell. What you were talking about as far as the Braves? The question that I asked.
Yeah, like I said, basically, as you know, the Braves have done a lot of negatives this year, and that's one of them. That's one of the glaring problems that we got to work on. You know how it is that your offense scores 5 or 6 runs, but that goes back to you know what the pitching. So if we're up 15-2, we don't want to lose 17-15. And then
Right.
you sit here like, hey, how is that going on? Like,
Yeah, that is true. Like you said, that's just one of those situations where you don't want to go down that road where we look like we got the game in hand, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, what the hell have we've seen that on a multitude of times this year. I don't want to go down that game again, and I know your ass don't want to go down that game again.
Right.
Talk about a mudslide.
What was it? Stole
Hey, y'all,
13
can y'all
runs
hear
and
me?
then give up 15.
Hold on. Sorry, what's happening? What's happening?
Okay, y'all can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. There we go. For those that don't know who this is Miss Sonya. How
Sonya.
How you doing,
so
lady?
I'm good.
She made
I
it.
she fight. Hey, look, Sam, you got the tag team champions on your show. You got Michelle and you got Sonya in here. You got the tag team champs in here.
Right.
All right.
What,
So,
so you give us your assessment of the Braves debauchery.
Well, Snicker need to
well,
go. Uh,
well, incoming rant coming. Just to let y'all know.
um, I'm tired of seeing the same old Braves, and I'm just ready for a new manager.
Ding, 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 ding. There it is. Who you want to see as the new manager?
I honestly don't know, but maybe Walt Weiss.
Yeah, that's what Sam mentioned that too. Had a good discussion, argument. I'm not argument, but yeah, he made a good point about Walt White. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna say within this organization that would be the ideal pick. So I'm afraid. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I'm very very afraid for this off season. I'm looking forward to it at the same time, but I really need them to do it right. We have to do this right. We can't
Yeah.
make mistakes. We cannot go have another off season without much activity and then turn into a mediocre TMU team of the Atlanta Braves. We can't do that. We have to be the Braves that we love, the ones who fill the seats every day, excitement every night, not losing or winning 1-run games or having 15 runs up and then losing because the bullpen comes in and don't know how to pitch a ball all of a sudden.
Right. Well, I'm thinking that they're gearing up to do something with the little slick under the radar stuff they've been doing. You bring Greg Maddox in part ownership. Um, Chipper has been all up and down the minor league system. From a consultant mentor perspective. Um, I got a feeling Chipper might be the one because he's in the middle of a lot of stuff in the organization, and I wouldn't be mad at him to being the new skipper. Him or Weiss, I think would change life for the better. From that aspect, I mean, cause we need something new. We need a new voice. We need new attitude. We just need new everything right now.
Well,
So is there?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no. I was about to say. So is there anybody outside of the organization, just in case if they go that route that y'all paying attention to, or do y'all think they just go straight in the organization?
I think it's always what they've always done is go through.
I told you that ain't me. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. But that's a question. That's a question for everybody, though.
Well,
That
and you got a name, what I'm saying, that would probably ring a bell, or would be a possible good candidate if we went outside the organization.
Well, if they're gonna go outside the organization, I'm hearing the name David Ross a lot.
Oh, David
hmm.
Ross.
He's familiar with the organization.
Yes.
He is a seasoned veteran. He's been a manager with the Boston Red Sox for a long time. He's played for a long time with Boston as well, so he's familiar with the game and he knows how to adapt to not just what the old school theory that he was playing with when he was playing, but he knows how to adapt to what's going on nowadays as well. So that's a name to keep in mind.
Okay, yeah, that would be a name that has some cachet to it, you know,
Yes.
that carries some weight. You know
Former
what I'm
catcher
saying?
for the Atlanta
True.
Braves.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I got a name for y'all. It's gonna sell tickets and it's gonna cause controversy.
Ooh.
What is that? Oh Lord, I already know.
John
We gonna.
Rocker. John Rocker, goddamn
Oh no, don't say that name.
Okay.
If you don't get
Now,
Don't say
their ass
that
up out
name.
of here,
look, a lot of people have not forgotten that
Is
that
that man even still in this country right now? Is my question. Absolutely not. I don't. Is he even still relevant?
that,
Honestly, is
that
he relevant in
there
the
are a
2000s?
coming
lot
here
of
with that
people that have not
nonsense. How dare
forgotten
you?
that
That man has not been
profanity
relevant since
laden
that controversy back then.
sheet wearing, hood wearing rant
How dare
um
you?
that like the got him killed. He needed
Yes.
security to get out of town. Uh, you know, Mike said, "Pull the cord." Mike said, "Pull the
Tell Mike he can kiss my ass. How about that, nigga? This is
cord." I mean, you
suggestion.
know, that man had to had security to the airport. There were several fights leaving the stadium. I'm not even mentioning what they did to his home. Okay, so I just, mm-mm, yeah, yeah. Thanks, but no thanks.
Hold on.
No,
Wait
Close
a
the door.
minute.
no. Controversy is not even a word of what that would call.
Exactly.
Man, that would be
I
that's an uproar
had
right
to do
there.
that. I had to do that. I just had to get everybody reaction on that, and that shit
Mm.
did exactly what I needed it to do.
He trying to cause
Every
a
face
whole riot in this bitch.
said, every face said everything like, nigga, I know you didn't just say this name.
Mm. It, it'd be a
Oh, I
marathon.
have one. I have one who could be our new pitching coach. Y'all want to joke
Ooh,
around?
ooh.
Kitchen Kawakami.
Kissy
Mm-mm.
Cow Tommy.
Yes. Yeah, he could be
Who is
our
that?
pitching coach. Y'all
So
remember him?
so
Mm.
I think
you
that
look like nigga
see,
what?
yeah,
Wow.
see, I mean, I guess I'm the only one who remember how
That's
poorly he was. He was supposed to
see,
be our
I
answer to
that's a
our
man for
pitching,
you,
but
buddy.
he was the worst player that we've ever had.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
I guess he's
I don't
forgettable.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
recall that. I recall that name for like one
Y'all think
game
that's a
and then
red
everything he did.
name?
Wow.
So what? So what about this new guy that I heard that we possibly got? Was it Ha Sung Kim?
Oh, he a
Yes, he's a
shortstop.
shortstop.
He looked good on defense last night. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's the
Okay.
problem. The offense. We've been doing what we can for the offense, but we really need to worry more about the pitching. That's the
Yeah.
key thing there, because they saying that we probably will need a shortstop. Because I don't know what's going to happen with this shortstop situation the upcoming year. So maybe we have him for the rest of the year, or maybe he's just here just to help us finish this year off.
Yeah, because I'm always on one of the side is like what's been the Braves' downfall these past few years has been this pitching staff and the management of the pitching. This is what got a lot of Braves fans in the upheaval right now because it's like this is a culture of a franchise in baseball that we have solidified the pitching staff. We may not solidify the hitting side of things, but the pitching was always there. Now we have the hitting
Yes.
Yeah. That reverse.
on some aspects of it. Like I said, you got a couple guys that can't hit worth a damn, but I could deal with that. But now the pitching staff is looking like something that need to be pitching down
Uh,
well down there with the mud skippers and shit right now.
And we need a bullpen.
That
Yes,
part right
that's
there.
the
That
key word.
we need a farm system fill up is what we need.
we've had position
What?
players pitching in our bullpen lately.
We need a farm system fill up.
Yes.
So Shell, Sonya, my question to y'all about this bullpen is, where do we start? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Is there any prospects that y'all may know of right now that they could call up? Is there a new religion that these guys need to be practicing to get better, or um, is it any help that can come with this?
I think from now what they probably gonna wind up doing is either what we've been doing, trading for somebody or calling up guys that we'll send down. I'm like drawing a blank right at the moment. I'm trying to think of the names of some of the players, but a lot of them will come up, things go south, and next thing you know, they'll ship right back down, and then you're left dealing with what we're dealing with.
I'm gonna say
So
scrap the whole team.
the whole team.
No, I meant the whole bullpen.
Oh, okay.
Get rid of everybody. I'm done.
Okay,
Well,
I'm about to say I could deal with the strikeouts, but like I said, goddamn it, we need Beelzebub. Like I said, they got Beelzebub in the bullpen right now. Now we need Jesus.
Yeah,
you
we've
know
been
that
calling up people. We have been
How is he
calling up
going?
folks,
Oh, well, AA
but
can.
we but what we yeah, that's on him. He has to basically. We definitely gonna. This is gonna be a very possibly one of the most important off seasons. He's gonna have to trade from outside the organization if worse come to worse when it comes to good pitchers. See what you can. Like I said last week, if you're gonna do heartbreaking trades, if you're gonna trade draft picks for somebody, whatever's suitable, of course. Don't just throw it out there like, hey, you were gonna do it like this because we want this guy. We're gonna see what we need. We need good pitching. Like I said, we need a good bullpen overhaul. And this month, Raziel Iglesias, he's actually done a pretty good job. I don't know if that means he's still going to be our closer coming up next year, but if he is, we still need more pitchers to come before him that's going to pretty much help, salvage the game. And we don't want to be sitting there when the sixth inning comes because that's another thing I want to bring up real quick. Brian Snicker had this horrible habit that everybody knows. If a pitcher is doing pretty well, and say he's only like at 75, 85 pitches, it seems like it doesn't matter. Once they reach the sixth inning, he takes them out the game. Sometimes he'll let them go past the seventh inning. That'll shock us. If
Yeah,
we're
he
lucky,
does.
he'd be eighth. But we don't really get complete games from the good pitchers. We don't get this because he wants to take them out, I guess, to protect them. But apparently that doesn't work well enough because I guess basically what you're doing is protecting the bullpen. You know the bullpen is going to elf up, so you can go on ahead and you should just like if our pitcher's not doing so well underneath our start.
I really don't be knowing what that is. If a guy, if your starter is willing and dealing, you know what I'm saying? Why would you
Yes,
take him out?
yes. If you're going out there
You
pitching like mad, you only give it maybe up a one. And that's another thing. If you give up one run, okay, so what? It's a run. Don't take them out so soon. If you
know,
ended up giving
Hey,
up two runs, you rely on them bats. If the bats can't do anything, that's when the pitchers start messing up, unfortunately. But if he starts off 2-0, that's okay. Just keep him in to see how he does going up and down the line, down in the game. If you make it to the fifth inning, he start messing up, okay, yeah, take him out. But if you up by 2 runs, that's fine. I mean, if you down by 2 runs, that's fine. Just keep him in and then salvage that horrible bullpen.
see that's that thing I be talking
think,
about to be a Bobby Cox disciple, and you doing this. If Bobby would have started, if they was willing to do it, they were staying in there until it started looking like they were about to fall off.
Yeah, I've
I
been
think
through
they
a
like to
game
see
with
the
that before.
bullpen implode.
you got to think about this. The first guy out the bullpen's name is Will Blewett. That tells you everything you need to know right there.
We're not doing
You know what? You know, it's something wrong with that dude. Something wrong with that dude. Look, we got to replenish the minors. We got to, and I think that starts with the scouting department. 'Cause we've been lacking for a few
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, we have.
We've been lacking, and that was one thing that got that fueled the '90s. You know what I'm saying? Going into 2000s, we had the best farm system in the majors. Okay,
Yes, we
we
did. Yes,
kept
we
missing.
did. We never had anything to worry about. We were the brag. They could brag about us forever because of that. No matter what, you knew that some young prospects gonna come show up and show out. But
Right.
now we had so many trades. Unfortunately, when we rebuilt, we cleaned house, and that's a lot that went on. So, like you said last week, Sam, we might have to do that again. I mean, we just gotta do what it takes.
Yeah, yeah, man. But first thing first, let's go on and get it. This fake candy bar ass manager, his pink slip. Get him out of here first.
Cause I think my personal opinion on all this, I think that Freddie Freeman situation that caused a panic within the organization as far as them trying to rebuild up to that World Series year. So which is
Mm-hmm.
kind of forcing them to kind of make a lot of moves and trying to bring in a lot of veterans while sacrificing that farm system.
But see, that's the thing. When you make those kind of moves, you definitely need a backup plan to replenish those. You know, what I'm saying that young talent that you use as trade bait to get that same amount of talent back. I
Well,
mean,
for what I was saying.
go ahead, dog.
Oh, okay. No, what I would say is that our first baseman we played with Priceland, he's been doing pretty good.
Oh, Matt.
He's been doing pretty good. Like yes, Matt Olson, he's been
Oh,
Yeah.
doing
Matt
a
been
good
doing real
job.
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
Matt also came in the door popping.
Yes,
Yes,
he's
he
been
did.
there. The
You
Freeman situation was very messy, especially how it happened. But it's still
yeah.
with the bats have been fine. Everything with the bats have been fine. What is that? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
so
But
even
then
miss
more
man,
so
Freddie.
with the
I
pitching.
blame his
Yeah.
agent for that shit. I don't blame Freddie.
Yeah. The agent and the plastic wife. Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
You said the plastic one. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Cause Freddie didn't want to leave here.
He
That
did.
that that was, that was the agent and the plastic wife.
Yeah, I think so too.
The phone was ringing and the fax machine was going off and they hid all that.
Yes. All it takes is that ching ching and Hollywood life, and that's a
Mhm.
wrap. He's gone.
She
I
want to go
love
back to
Atlanta
LA though.
Braves, but I had to go.
And,
I
and, then
had to
by, and
go.
by the time Freddie figured it out, it was too late. The ink had dried, and the move had been made. The damn agent and the wife were lying to both sides.
Right.
Y'all should see when he come back to Atlanta. They boo him and praise him at the same time.
Yep. That
And
that
for
man that
those
man that man cried for a whole week.
He did.
Every
and,
time
and,
he got in front of the microphone, somebody said Atlanta Braves. That mother was. You know what it goes.
you say he didn't sound like Clifford the Big Red Dog out there, did he?
Yep.
Don't do it.
Yep.
Yeah,
But the
no.
main thing with Freddie Freeman was that the Braves organization, the Braves fans, they all felt he was our next Chipper Jones. He was our franchise player. The fans
Yeah.
cheered him. He's come. He grew up in our organization. We brought him up on the farm. He started hitting. We expected this man. They even pretty much begged for him to stay. After we won the World Series, after we had our parade, they flat out said we want Freddie Freeman to stay. But Freddie Freeman probably was sitting there like, thank you for the adulations, but I'm already out the door. He knew he was
It's
gone
more
because it
his
took
wife.
forever for him to make a decision. So that's all. Basically, I don't know. Does that mean eventually we might need another franchise player? And I'm seeing that in Austin Riley, but unfortunately he's so injury prone. But hopefully next year he will have a healthy year. Him, Ronald Acuna Jr. I'm
Average.
seeing out of him too. Maybe all these, but we got to see what happens with his contract come the end of this season. So hopefully we'll keep him for at least a year or two.
They let Albus get out the door. I'm going to Truist Stadium with a bat and a blowtorch.
Exactly, because he is an awesome shortstop. Not shortstop, second baseman. He runs well. He
In
hits
other
well.
words, we
They
gonna
let
turn.
Albus get out of here, and I'm telling you, I'm going up like Ice Cube is straight out of Compton with the bat, and I'm tearing somebody off.
We gonna turn into Joe Clark. That's what he gonna be.
Yup.
The biggest thing that I have against Ozzy Albies is motherfucker. When you run, you need a bigger helmet or something, nigga.
Yeah, he
I'm
do.
trying to say, yo,
Oh no, that's forever. That's forever for him. That is his thing since he was a rookie. Since he was a rookie.
That motherfucker start running that flat. That helmet going in the stands. Like,
Hey, all that means is just he's very fast.
yeah.
Let me show you how fast I am. Bam! Let that helmet fly off.
But you brought up an interesting question about having that franchise guy. And I know, man, this is just my opinion. They want Ronald Acuna to be that franchise guy. But as we already know with him, he had to play the 4 healthy seasons.
And that's what I said. And I was saying if I had to choose between him and Austin Riley, it would definitely be one of them or both. But in the end, whoever steps out real good next year, whoever comes up and doesn't get hurt, and if they get hurt, it's minor. We need a clubhouse leader too. That was another problem that we didn't have this year. We didn't know who's the clubhouse leader. Last year, it was Ozuna himself. He flat out came out there and said, "Hey, y'all, we need to do this. We need to get out there." And they started playing much better once he opened his mouth. We need somebody who will tell that team what they need to do and motivate them. And the next thing you know, they'll be playing like they should play again. And I guess Freddie Freeman's been there. Matt Olson? Yes, Matt Olson. Absolutely Matt Olson.
Yeah, Matt could be that. He could be that.
He's a little too soft.
But Matt Olson, he seems so quiet though. He's a great hitter, but he seems to be the quiet type. Yeah, so we know somebody who's not afraid to speak. Just say, "Hey, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna tell y'all, we need someone to be angry." Just go out there and say, "Hey, I'm sick and tired of this. What is this?"
So let me ask y'all a question. I'm gonna throw in I wouldn't say a goofy trade scenario, but what would y'all be saying if they brought in a guy like a Fernando Tatis Jr., who's definitely a guy that really is kind of outspoken?
Well, when I think about it, one thing you said, that's a very good question. K-Styles, that's a very good question, but you also got to think about the chemistry in the clubhouse. Like, what kind of attitude could he bring to the clubhouse too? Because you want that guy who would fit in, who doesn't cause any problems. And if you're going to have trouble and drama with this guy, they're not going to want him there because that's going to offset everything. It's going to make things look horrible. Like, I'm going to use an example of a certain player that I know y'all remember this name. This is years ago. He was a shortstop. He came after Rafael Furcal. What was his name? He had a problem with Bobby Cox. He had a problem with Bobby Cox. What was his? Oh God, what was his? I used to know his name by heart.
You're not talking about
Chris, not Chris Johnson.
God, that man right there. No, he was a shortstop. So
Because
you
I
know
know
I'm talking
Andrew.
about.
Oh,
I know
okay.
Andrewton Simmons. I know he
No,
came after that.
he
He
came
was
after
after
that.
that.
Yes, yeah. So y'all know where I'm getting.
I know who
It's
you talking about.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
cannot. I guess he's just forgettable now because I have drawn a blank with that guy. But anywho, he came in the clubhouse. Things seemed to be okay, but all of a sudden he had a whole attitude, especially with Bobby Cox. And you know how the players are, just like with Chipper Jones. They're gonna defend their leaders, and you don't like them, you got to get out of here.
Let me see. Raphael Hold
Yeah.
on.
No, it wasn't for call. It
I
definitely
know. No,
wasn't for
I'm talking.
call.
No. You said no. You said after Raphael Foucault. I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
I
Who
cannot
was
remember
that?
his name. Oh, I can't remember his name. That's crazy.
Who did we have after
So,
Pascal?
so, so what year was that? What year was that?
I want to say that might have been around 2007 and 8 or 8. That's what I'm saying. If I can remember his name, it'll
Hold on.
really ring a
I'll be
bell.
right back.
Okay, go
I'll be
ahead. Go ahead.
right back. Let me see something.
But Chris Johnson was
Mhm.
mentioned. That guy was a fire plug from the beginning.
Oh
Yeah, he
yeah,
was.
yes.
That one unnecessary game when he got upset for something that guy wasn't even trying to pitch him, but he ready to fight for no reason. I would never forget that. You cleared the bases for no reason at all.
Was it Edgar Renteria?
No, not Edgar Renteria.
Oh man.
Yeah, it
Oh
definitely wasn't him.
damn,
He
I
was
haven't
kind
heard
of
that name
he
in a
was
long
kind of
time.
quiet.
Yes.
Renteria was kind of quiet. He was kind of like,
So
you
Bobby
know,
Cox. That's 08. Unel Escobar.
that's it. That's
Escobar,
it.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Udell
Okay.
Escobar. Yes,
Yep.
that's
I
it.
know exactly who that is now.
That guy, he was an okay shortstop. He didn't make any noise for the Braves organization, and I guess the frustration showed. And if Bobby Cox said you need to hustle when you getting out, he probably had a lot of issues with that. So he basically said, "I don't like Bobby Cox. I don't want to play for Bobby Cox." And guess what? It got your foot out the door, and you don't even really hear that man's name anymore. I don't even know what happened to him after the Braves released him. But that's what I'm saying for what your question about bringing Tatis to the team. We could, but if he has a good chemistry with our team and he helps our team, bring him.
I'm
That's
not
what we
against
want.
it.
I'm not against these. Like, as long as you don't mess up the chemistry of the team, bring who you can bring, who you know will help. Just not by popularity. Just bring him. Like, if he's real good at his position and we need help at that position,
Mm. Yeah. Mm. Well,
What'd you cut? What'd you cook and Shane?
good and
What'd you cook?
Yep. I see the smoke.
I mean, I know it's gonna take for us to spend some to get some.
This is true.
You to fix this particular problem that we got. Um, eh, eh, you know, and I kind of sort of went into this a few months ago. Um, just playing devil's advocate. Everybody's favorite guy. Season has ended on interest 2 out of the last 3 years. Are we gonna give him that 300 million to keep going through that, or we can package him up and get a boatload of minor league talent?
You talking about Ronald Acuna.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly what we're talking about. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'm against it more so than the next person. But when you're looking at it realistically, I mean, just saying, 2 out of that 3 years,
He
he,
is off the field more than he is on the field.
yeah. I mean, the pro is, I mean, he has a cannon out there in the outfield. He's a great defensive player. He's a great bat. But the con, and it's the biggest one. We've lost two seasons because of him
Yeah.
not being available. And in every sport, the one saying above all, the best ability is availability. Just saying. We may have to, put him on the plate with a few incentives and say, okay, who want it? We want this, and this for him. I'm quite sure any and everybody out there would give their left arm, pancreas, lung, and kidney for Ronald Acuna. You're talking about a major overhaul, replenishing, you know what I'm saying, talent in the farm system, that just may have to be the way to go. Just a bit
Ladies, what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that prospect?
I don't want to see it happen, but at the same time, I don't know if it's him or the organization running him down. They don't save him from himself.
That is true.
That's true.
And not to mention our current manager has never did a good job of protecting them either.
No, he has not.
That's another reason why I want him out there. This man has been hit more times than any other player in the major leagues. I'm just saying.
When he got hurt the second time, why do you give him the option to still play, you idiot?
Right.
That part.
That shouldn't have even been on the table.
Go sit your ass down for it.
Facts. I mean, like I said, when you look at it, the young boy that I was talking about to start with, you got him, Harrison, and the other kid, you know what I'm saying, plus Bell, you know what I mean? Not to say we wouldn't miss him, because you would definitely miss a bat on the level of an Acuna, who can hit for power, who can hit for average, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, one of the better on base percentages, but we need depth, we need talent, we need, to refill our cabinets and refrigerators. I'm just saying.
Like you said, the biggest thing to that question is, as great of a bat as that is, how many times are we going to see that bat less than 60 games a year?
Facts.
That's it. That's the question. That is the question.
That right there. Because we need special pitches. We need, some bullpen help. In the long run, we got to, have, refill the cabinets and refrigerators. Just saying.
I'm like this. If it helps to revigorate the bullpen and get the pitching staff exactly where it needs to be with a move like that, I'm all for it.
Bye.
So like you said, you can have all the bats you want. So they say far too many times this year that you can score 8 runs, you can be up 7 runs.
Yes.
And then come to the 9th inning, now you're down 9 runs. Like, okay, what the fuck are we doing here?
Exactly. And it comes to that, to those pitchers.
I'm tired of seeing Will blow it. I'm tired of seeing that.
That was the craziest thing. Oh, that's at the game when he debuted. That's the crazy thing.
That shit was hilarious. It hurt my feelings. But damn, that shit was hilarious. Like, you was up, and then all of a sudden, like in the blink of an eye, they tied this shit up. I'm like,
I went to go take a piss. We up 8-1. I went to go take a dump. We up 8-1. I come back. We tied. I'm like, wait a minute. There was 2 outs left.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
hell
two
just
outs, two
happened?
outs, two outs. We couldn't get one out, not one.
I'm like, yeah.
Well,
I
I
just
will
think I
say
just
one.
go ahead. Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Sam.
No, you go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Sam.
No, I was gonna say
Well,
no. You finish, so I'll say what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
I was about to say, I just think in order for the Braves team to get back to what it needs to do, we got to get back to the roots of what made this Braves team what it is. That it's pitching staff.
That's pitching. Yes,
Yeah, I miss the '90s.
we're gonna have to make that tough decision. It's gonna have to happen.
But think about the draft, y'all.
A
Did
lot of people
you
may
know we
not
had?
want to have that discussion,
Oh yeah, but we had a
but
draft
it's
this
gonna have
year.
to happen. We're gonna get back to what this organization is about, truly about, because we didn't start having great seasons at with hitting until lately. It was our pitching
Yeah,
staff and our bullpen and our closer that was saving us in games from the '80s to the '90s to the 2000s. It wasn't until the later 2000s we started really. So we have to have that. We're gonna have to have that tough decision. It's gonna have to happen now.
Yeah, because something got to happen. I mean, because otherwise, the Chris Sale experience is going to be a failure if we don't do something to replenish the
yeah,
rotation and you know what I'm saying, get some quality starters and middle relief, you know, to jump this.
yeah. That brings us to the pitching. I'm not
I mean,
sorry, the
we
catching
just
as
seen,
well.
seen us waste a great opportunity where him and the other guy, I think it's Baldrick, we
Hmm.
wasted those two back to back great pitching performances because our bullpen is complete ass.
But but
Exactly.
but yeah, what was you gonna go ahead and say about the pitch?
Okay, I was gonna say this year in the 2005 MLB draft, the Braves actually focus on more pitching than anything because they know that's what we need. And a lot of these guys came from college, so we know we're gonna bring them up in the farm system and see how they do. So basically, yeah, they're making sure they're trying to take care of this pitching problem because they know we've been having that problem. And they're big guys too. A lot of them are big players. And we probably feel like we need a lot of left-handed pitching. So they have a lot of that coming on. So think of that with whatever's going on in the foreign system. We probably gonna make some trades as usual, but then we also gonna look at some of these guys who's gonna be available in the farm. So I'm gonna focus on the farm and see what we have available, how they've been doing in the minor leagues and all, and
Right.
see what could call us. So by next week, I'll be better prepared for those questions so I can know basically what's going on, who we could call up, because now it's September and y'all already know once this month is over, so is the Braves season.
Yeah.
So near the end, we can just call up somebody who could just help us so we can at least finish it off on a good note, the season, instead of looking horrible and we just need to try to put them backs back to work because we've been facing such challenges. We unfortunately got embarrassed in Philadelphia. Same thing in Chicago. Those are good teams, but we don't want to be that team next year. We want them to be the teams opposite us. We're beating them. They're not beating us. We
Right.
don't want to lose no Dansby Swanson who left us. You know.
Well, that was another girlfriend wife situation.
Yes, big time, and that
He
was
did
more
not want to go to
obvious
Chicago.
too.
He did not want to go to Chicago.
No, he
He did
didn't.
not want to go. Oh, hey, Avid, ladies and gentlemen, a main fixture is what it is. The Braves report by the dynamic duo, one who is going to be rebranded. Um, hopefully we can keep Sonya as a fixture in this thing. Um, and we're gonna navigate to our second topic. Might even give Sonya a chance to get a Raheem rant in here.
Hey, because she definitely rants, but she always have good rants. Girl knows her stuff, so yeah, y'all will be pleasantly pleased with her.
Yeah. The Bag of Zac Robinson. Yes. What will it be? What could it be? What must it be for this offense to be formidable in the 25-26 season? Let's see. Butterbean, you still in there?
Sam, hey, sir.
No,
You're not doing that today,
no.
right?
You got
Hey, Sam, you got some cornbread to go with them butter beans?
Your ass up, getting your ass too.
Hey, hey. Uh,
You know what?
I'm just checking to see if you still had a post. But,
My damn nerves.
we all know what we got coming up week one, but just big picture wise, big picture thinking. What should the vision be for Zac Robinson? What could it be? And what is your expectation of what from what you've seen, so to speak, that what I'm saying, that could evolve into this season, and anybody can jump that off.
I want to jump this off.
Yes, sir.
The bag of Zac Robinson is going to be dependent on what the fuck not to do in that 5-game stretch last year.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're going to worry about that because the quarterback now has both arms and both legs.
He got both his shoulders too.
That 5-game stretch was a bad time for Zac Robinson because Lord bless him, because that was just bad.
He was handcuffed by Raheem and his unwillingness to pull the trigger on that bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying.
We can't look. Homer Simpson just got to stay his ass out the way.
It's just that simple.
Yeah. We don't need any dope moments this year. He need to let the coordinators coordinate. You stand your ass over there and when necessary, get in the referees, umpires and referees ear when they fucking up. But other than that, you stay your ass off that goddamn headset and let Zach and Albrecht do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
that motherfucker Kirk Cousins averaged 2.5 interceptions a game. 2.5 interceptions, 0.4 touchdowns thrown per game in that 5-6 game stretch.
That motherfucker threw 12 interceptions and 1 touchdown. Over 5 games. What in the entire fuck you? And then this son bitch is walking up to the damn microphone and after every game, well, Kirk Cousins gives us the best chance to win. Wow!
Sam, you're not doing that. We're not gonna do that.
What the fuck were you looking at?
I don't want you to put a blood vessel out.
And you wait till this motherfucker crawls across the winning line against the Raiders, then you want to pull him. You motherfucker.
Hey. That's PTSD all over again.
No, it ain't.
So what you saying, Sam, is if they would not have won against the Raiders, Kirk Cousins would have finished the season.
See? Get them started already.
I'm just, you wait till he crawls across the winning line to make a change. How much sense does that make? What was this thought? The previous 4 fucking games, you walking to the microphone, Kirk Cousins give us the best chance to win. I'm sorry, I don't see how that was a plausible thought. The man come off a game and throw 3 interceptions. He gives us the best chance to win. Okay. I don't know what you was on the sideline. I don't know what game you was watching against Seattle.
Some bullshit.
So you're telling me, I'm gonna say this question again. So if the Falcons would have lost to the Raiders, you think Kirk Cousins would have been the starting quarterback for the rest of the year?
Probably so. Probably
Just based on that and that, just based on that on that in itself.
He crawls his ass across the winning line against the Raiders, and then you decide that, we're going to be making a quarterback change. Oh, you wait for him to win the game to make a quarterback change.
That don't sound right. Something about that don't sound right.
It don't. It does not.
All right. Okay. His mother coming off of 3 straight games. We done threw 3 interceptions in every game. Shit. You wait. I mean, what was your thought process in that? Was it the fact where he went to throw that pass out to the flat and it was a lame duck? Was that what changed it? Was that what made it, kick in? Well, maybe I should make a quarterback change. You should. Kirk Cousins should have played another down after week 10. Come out of that game against the Saints. I mean, I'm just saying, even after the first quarter against Seattle, he should have been yanked. Try to throw a slant and it goes out of bounds. Like, okay. Sonya.
Sorry. She probably had it out right here. She had it out right here. You brought up right here, boy. She probably went to go throw something through the window or something like that. So,
I'm about to fall asleep over here.
Anthony?
Don't bring me into this bullshit.
I was actually going to ask you a Zac Robinson question in preparation to,
you asked me no damn question. Don't skip me over like that.
Well, I thought you was.
Hey, Sam, go ahead. Talk to the Tyler baby down there.
I got a name, sir. Don't do that shit with me.
Okay, Butterbean, it's your turn.
You lucky we on the show right.
Did you forget your passy?
Right.
And y'all lucky right
now. Baby got a burp.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know. Is it? Is it? I mean, this is a little bit of the unknown. But young Knight, aka Crispity, what is your thought? See, crickets. Jay.
Right. How you gonna talk shit? and then go dead silent.
Really? Okay. Franchise. What? Which? What is your prognosis? That 1,000 fan. What's happening? On the what you think the bag of Zac Robinson is going to look like, or should look like, or may look like, all things given the weapons that are at his disposal, and with depth chart, offensively, especially on skill players on the outside, and what the lineup's going to be. How you think Zac Robinson's going to play with his toys?
Well, first and foremost, I believe it all begins with our running game.
Mm-hmm.
We can get our running game on the road, then that's going to open up everything else. You can get your wide receivers on the ball, and then as well as your tight ends. If you run the ball, it opens up everything else. Your tight ends going up the seam, that's gonna open up like this. And then your running backs coming out the backfield, that's gonna open up as well. I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to, because they're gonna be game planning for us to run the ball to begin the game. So we're gonna have to throw the ball to open up running. And I expect at least 250. At least 250. Maybe 3 touchdowns from Zac Robinson and our QB1.
Yeah, because I believe that this offense can easily score 21 points easily.
Yeah, easy.
I think now if this defense does what I think it's going to do, and it gets off the field on third down 45 to 50% of the time, and you keep putting the ball into Penix and company's hands, and they catch a rhythm, I just think that it's going to be a long day for this Bucs defense.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you another thing that's going to play into our offense having success is when we do, our defense does get off the field on third down. Can we do something in the punt return aspect? That special teams. Can we do something to flip the field?
Shit. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm
doing some I think that's gonna have a huge factor in the game on Sunday. Our special teams.
Yeah, if Agnew and company are able to, flip field position, and things of that nature, you given less down and distance to go, to get to the red zone. I think it's gonna be a welcoming sight. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Christy. Appreciate you for listening, sweetie. Appreciate you for tuning in. Love you, mean it. Yeah. And you're right. About our run game. It's no secret. We can run the ball at will. That's
a hold on. Before you finish, I was in the middle of doing something. So you said the question was, what do I expect from Zac Robinson, right?
Uh-huh.
So I expect to have a balanced offense. get Michael Penix. I mean, one like Ant said, you said you expect a lot of run plays, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So like I was saying, I said, do not be surprised if you see a couple run plays or you get Penix, because you want to get Penix comfortable, man. You don't want them back there feeling uncomfortable. So
I don't think he's ever uncomfortable. I think that's one thing. I talked about this the other day. You know, we have yet to see him in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, his poise and his ability to read pre-snap and after the snap. You know, it kind of gives him that leg up for a guy that young, you know, in the game and is able to look off veteran safeties for them to move, and he put the ball in that pocket. That is kind of uncanny for a youngin.
and I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't be surprised, OGs, and if we see a lot of Tyler Algier packages.
Well,
The hell with that. I wouldn't be surprised if you see both of them out there at the same damn time.
we're gonna see some of that.
Yeah, that's a
we're definitely gonna see some of that. We saw formations that dictated that there was going to be a possibility of that, you know what I'm saying, in training camp and in preseason.
Well, Sam, when you say this, when one guy say this playbook was designed for Penix, was he?
Yeah.
When you?
No, it was Mike. It was Mike that said it.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, and rightfully so. But I got a feeling, you know, there may be some unknown toys that will hurt the opposing defense, and I think Casey Washington is going to be one of those unknown toys.
Yes, sir.
Possibly.
You know, on that. I think that Tyler is going to get the bulk of his work. I think you remember. Y'all remember Jerome Bettis's final two seasons.
Mm-hmm.
You remember how Pittsburgh used him
in the second half.
In both those seasons. He got the bulk of his touchdowns in goal line, red zones.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we're gonna get from Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think we're gonna get from Tyler. We're gonna use him for the battering ram that he is. From that aspect. Someone called me and they called out. You should have came back, darling. You come on back.
Call somebody.
Come on back, sweetie. You know what I'm saying? We get you some of your perspective on this thing. Yeah, come on back in. But I think our first couple of possessions of the game against Tampa, I think that Zach is going to run the ball to the right side on purpose. Yeah, because just to show, because Wilkerson, he when he's been called in the Elijah Wilkerson, when he's been called in the duty, he has performed. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not even worried about. You got a lot of folks running around here with the skies falling, season is over because Caleb is done for the year and all. Like we got a backup plan for the backup plan. You know what I'm saying, for the backup plan.
OG, I'm gonna say this. Oh, to all you niggas think the season over, don't watch. Don't watch. Just that simple. Don't watch. I think the season over. After the season, just don't watch.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, we're gonna stay with the office staff, but we're gonna shift to another coach.
I would say
he is not getting much talk, not much ink, but I think we need to shine a little light on the job that Ike Hilliard has been doing.
turn Drake London into an All-Pro.
Not just Drake, Casey, you know what I'm saying? Much to Mad Mike's chagrin, Ray.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oof.
I want to give Ike Hilliard a little love and get you guys perspective. I mean, it's not a lot of ink being thrown on the job that he is doing in the receiver room, working with these guys. What is your thought process on Ike Hilliard being the wide receivers coach and the job he has done thus far?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was one of the ones. As soon as we hired him, I was jumping up. I mean, because I remember who he was when he was playing for the Giants. So I knew.
Yeah, you and I did that show.
Yeah, we did that show.
Yeah.
So I knew the type of person, the type of player type, teacher that we were going to get, and it's showing because when we went out and got like a David Sills.
Mm-hmm.
Now people were poo-pooing on him when I pointed out that he was showing out up there in New York. Nobody, even though their team was complete dumpster, he was still out there showing out. With who was his quarterback? I might have had. Was it Daniel Jones? Anybody? I mean, now for you to still perform like that, it's only two things. That has to do with you and your position coach. I'm just now we have that here.
Yeah.
And that's going to elevate everybody, not just in the wide receiver position.
All over.
He's been working with Kyle. He's been working with everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, so and the running backs as well. He's a major facelift.
Yep.
For finding talent.
He been putting in work with Bijan on that thing.
Yes.
Running routes.
We've implemented routes that from running backs that we haven't seen in this offense in a very long time. What routes are you talking about, Anthony? I'm talking about the wheel route.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that type of stuff here in decades.
Since Warwick done.
Right.
So it's amazing that we started seeing that as soon as Ike Hilliard came here.
Yep.
I mean, it can't be rocket science. I mean, I think he was a menace, a straight menace in the middle of the field and on the edges when he was playing. It's not rocket science that it's becoming a part of our staple in our offense that as soon as he got here. So you're gonna start seeing, sprinkling that in our offense starting on Sunday.
That's a fact.
Go ahead, Jaden.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Come up for L.
excuse me from them. All right. I be honest. He just changed his whole wide receiver roster around. All the receivers are literally buying into what he, especially Drake. Everybody's honest. That was probably one of the best hires ever. Raheem Morris. Bring that man. Because you know this, he's holding all the wide receivers accountable on the team. And they right here.
Yep.
Everybody. Even
Yeah. I think that his influence and his experience. Remember, I got championship experience.
mm-hmm.
Don't you got some championships over there?
Yeah.
Didn't he play in Pittsburgh too?
Yes, he did.
In the later years.
Yes, he
Was
did.
he?
Yeah, he did in the later years, but he got he got 2 rings.
Not mistaken. He did fit Ben Roethlisberger, right?
Yes, he did play with Ben Roethlisberger.
He played with Ben for a season or 2.
Yeah.
So virtually, you hired a guy to play the position.
Yeah. You when you add in, his championship experience playing the game, in his time playing, and you bring that to a talented room that such as the one that we have, I gonna see he's transformed Drake into a top 10 receiver. He's transformed Jake, and I think spending some time and putting some work on, what I'm saying, and getting there in his knowledge and giving some tips to Kyle, Ray, and Mooney, and most notably Casey Washington. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting just how easy the game is gonna come to this offense, especially in the passing game. I think play action gonna be deadly.
Oh man, that's gonna be nasty.
Play action gonna be deadly. And, what I'm saying? Like I said the other day, there is nothing about Tampa's defense that has me like, damn, what we gonna have to make some adjustments. I don't feel like that. And then when I go back and look at the 2 games that we played against them last year, I mean, when you 100% commit to stopping the run, and a guy like Kirk Cousins lights you up for 500 yards, that's, I think it's going to be a tad bit easy. I think Zach can go back and take some tidbits from that game and figure out, okay, all right, there's some things that we could have done right here to facilitate the run, make a few adjustments to run here and here and things of that nature. And that's the part of the bag from Zach that I'm be looking for in his play calling, and his setups and his personnel groupings, on offense.
Possibility that you might get a little.
Say it again.
Is it possible you might see a little bit of TJ Yates, either passing coach? You might see a little bit of that going on.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you got a TJ Yates and and a Matt Ryan respectively, you know what I'm saying, in your ear, I think it ain't nothing left for Pennies to do but to go out there and play. And not to shirk the tongue Bucks raised boat, but even with Vita, I feel like we gonna win.
You know how many times we didn't play against top defense and ran through it?
I mean, he played last year. We still won. So
Just saying.
Is Vita Vea somebody supposed to be afraid of or something?
I mean, now if we would, I ain't gonna front because I don't think Vita Vea has been healthy in about 4 years. Okay, to be honest, I guess Sonya decided to stay on the porch. I told her to come on back in here, but Sonya says I think Drake can put up MVP numbers. Yeah, it's a possibility. That is a strong possibility. Drake had some games last year, and I'm looking like, okay, because Drake, to me, he's a faster Keyshawn Johnson.
You said Drake?
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, he's a faster Keyshawn Johnson. That's who his game remind me of.
Yeah.
I forgot. If you're looking for a comparison tablet, that's the best comparison I could make.
Even though they went to the same school?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
They think Drake London is like a Julio. I'm like, he ain't there yet.
No.
Number one, he's not as big, and number two, he's not as fast.
I think that Keyshawn Johnson is right on the spot.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's where you when you.
Was it me or Drake? Was it me or Drake that got bigger this year than he did the last 2 years? That boy putting on that shit.
Who?
Drake. Am I? You see what I'm getting at? Doesn't like he done got bigger in the last 2 years.
He did bulk up a little bit.
He bulked up a little bit, but he's not 230.
Yeah.
He's not 230, and he ain't running a 4.2.
No.
He's not running a 4.2.
No.
Okay. He might be 4.4, borderlining 3 on a good day, but no. No, not Julio size and not Julio speed. No. That's the wrong template.
No, we don't need him to be either. So we're not gonna put that on him.
Hey, I got one thing to say. At least he ain't afraid to go across the middle. Leave that alone.
I mean, he was never that.
No,
I'm talking about like somebody else.
Man, look, ain't nobody stood Cal with 18.
Ain't nobody talking about 8-0. No, don't for it.
That was 8-0.
My Drake ain't got no skates on in the middle of the field. I'm just gonna leave that where it's at.
Right.
75 yards, one touch. Wouldn't surprise me. This though, we know Penn and Cobb been building that chemistry in the off season.
Well, I think that Bijan's. I think and you spelled the boy name wrong. Okay, I think Bijan.
But
the Grey Poupon is not spelled. Okay, but I see that number, but I think most of that is going to be combined. You may see Bijan with about 160 yards of total offense.
yeah,
So I think Tampa's going to get stung with one of those wheel routes.
just like last year.
Yeah, over the top and on the outside. You know what I'm saying? You might get a 5 or 6 yard dump off, and he turn it into 45 or 50 yards. And then he's gonna do his work in between the tackles, and on the edges. I mean, because if y'all can contain on the edge, it's gonna be a long day.
Hey, you know what? That go for us too. Especially
Yeah.
against that quarterback. We got to stop
Well,
them.
Baker, Baker. I said that a couple days ago. Now Baker, I know what Baker's gonna do because you know what I'm saying, because he will tuck it and crack out the back door. You know what I'm saying, when ain't nothing open. We just have to keep that to a minimum. You know what I'm saying. And keep our contain and eyes up, read and react, if you will.
They go for you, AK. Stop rushing up the field with your head down. You ain't no goddamn Ram.
Let's say, how you feel about matchup Bucks receivers versus Falcons secondary against Bucks receiver core or the Falcons receiver core against Bucks? Well, I'm not too sure about how healthy Godwin actually is, but I still think your guys are gonna need to keep your heads on the swivels because we got some headhunters on that back end now.
Say this.
From that perspective.
Hold on.
And underneath, because Diablo is very, very, very good in pass defense.
Mm-hmm.
Godwin not playing. Oh, okay. Well, that
not playing. Yeah,
that narrows it down to your young boy and Evans.
I think I out too.
He out and Tristan Wirfs out. And they just paid that right tackle that contract too. They paid that right tackle. Drake London reminds me of Mike Evans and Vincent Jackson.
Ooh, that's
Vincent. Now that Vincent Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, Vincent was a problem, boy.
When he was healthy.
Yeah.
That's the great.
He was fucking healthy.
Yeah.
When he was healthy.
Man,
Vincent Jackson is a good template, comparison template. Yeah. Another spot on him and Keyshawn. Vincent Jackson and Keyshawn Johnson. To me, the exacts. Because Mike Evans is he a different kind of animal.
That's no.
He a different kind of animal. I'm just I'm being mindful and respectful
Didn't Vincent that,
of that man. You know what I'm saying? Mike Evans is a different animal.
what's that?
Mike Evans is what Michael Thomas was supposed to be.
That part.
Oh, you talking about Slant Boy?
Oh, slant boy.
You know, Mike Evans is. I mean, he 1,000 yards receiving. You know what I'm saying? 10 straight years. Double digits in touchdowns. 10 straight years. Look. He's moving up into some first ballot Hall of Fame at the receiver spot type of area. You know what I'm saying? So I'm weary. I'm weary of making certain comparisons with that guy.
Hey, rest in peace to Vincent Jackson, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the fam.
I would say, what's your boy, the Chargers name? Keenan Allen? You don't see none of him either? Keenan Allen and Mike Evans, they play just alike, don't they? Would y'all say so?
Keenan faster. Keenan Allen faster.
Yeah.
He's not the physical type of receiver. He's you know what I'm saying, he's the get by you excellent route runner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, type of receiver.
He ain't got the physical action.
He's not physical. He's not physical like that.
No.
Right.
You know. He Mike Evans is in that Michael Irvin, Sterling Sharp area.
Boy, Michael Irvin was a fucking killer, boy.
Okay, that's what Evans is. He can go in that room.
How do you stop by Evans? That's the question.
Well,
Because
you get to the quarterback.
If you put man on him, that's barbecue chicken all day long.
No, because I'm leaving AJ on him. If the refs call the game down the middle, I'm leaving AJ on him 1-on-1.
Yeah, I think one of like the
second, I would live with the outcome.
Yep.
So the second half of that Bucks game, the first time, you didn't hear Evans' name at all, did you?
Yeah, he did, because he got away with a bunch of stuff. It was the second game where they called those push offs twice against him.
I'm talking about that Thursday night game. Because I was watching the second half of the highlights, and AJ Terrell was on his ass the whole half.
He was on them both games.
What?
And he's always on him. Like that's what I said. I'm living with that matchup. I'm living with that matchup all day. Especially, saying the ref call that thing like it's supposed to be called. Let them play. To a certain degree. I'm living with that matchup.
Yeah.
I'm
looking forward to So who would you think would be guarding the rookie that they drafted?
I mean, Mike Hughes is on the other side, so I'm good. I'm good with the crash out crew against the Bucks. We got Hughes, AJ, JB3, and X-Man on that back end.
By the way, y'all know what school Billy Bowman came from, right?
There you go.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
There you go. See?
You know what school he came from?
Nope. He don't know. I don't want to know.
Billy Badass Bowman is
We don't care.
No, I'm telling about the damn game, man. Damn. I'm gonna say him and Xavier Watts can be.
He's gonna get on the field in some packages. We're gonna see some three safety packages, three safety looks. We're gonna see some of that.
Ain't Watts starting? And he's
Yeah,
starting.
he started.
Xavier Watts is starting.
Is it possible to see Fuller out there too?
You got AJ, JB3, Xavier, and Mike Hughes on the back end.
So you got all ball hawks.
Well, Bucks, we gonna see because we have some headhunters, we have some cover, you know what I'm saying, animals on our back end. It's gonna be a little bit different, you know.
Yeah.
I'm I'm interested to see, you know, how your young boy Amika does, you know, Taz Johnson, you know, it's gonna be
Better tell
a slobber knocker on the back end, just to say the least.
You better tell Baker Mayfield to stop doing them Popeye commercials and get Sunday.
Only you would think about food at a moment like this.
Damn it! Didn't I just say don't do no damn commercials?
I'm just saying.
God damn. Hey, you set yourself up for that one. I'm sorry.
Motherfucker, I'm hungry. I can't help it. Shit.
You're always hungry.
Shit, I had to eat something at work. I ain't eat no damn lunch at work the other day. Shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we gonna let y'all get your closing thoughts in. We're gonna wrap this thing on up.
My closing thoughts are for the game on Sunday. My sleeper on defense, I'm gonna have to do X factor. David Watts. I believe he don't make some plays. I believe Billy Bowman don't get out there and make some tackles. And I believe this pass rush is gonna get Baker Mayfield hell.
Three sacks, 2 turnovers.
What'd you say?
3 sacks, 2 turnovers.
Yep. And I believe the offense is gonna get the Bucs defense hell like they did last year.
I love it.
Franchise.
I love it. I love what I'm hearing. I want our fronts, you know, especially our D tackles.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to see us get some more pressure up the middle. So, and have our what me and Sam was talking about earlier, containing Baker Mayfield in that pocket and having our D tackles come straight up the field so he can't escape. And I think Brandon Dorless, that's my X factor for this game. Brandon Dorless is about to go the fuck off.
Hey, I meant to get into that, man. Why do you think he was starting over Root? Do you know? Do you know why?
He probably did. He probably did enough to get the nod.
I mean, you got to think about it like this, Kaden.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna matter because the coaching staff has already told you that they're only gonna be able to play 5 plays. So everybody's gonna get in the rotation. So it's just like what I was talking about at the back end. It's not gonna matter who's in, who's starting, who's not. It's not gonna matter because everybody's gonna be able to play.
Right.
So I think they're gonna, you know, they're gonna do that because come late 3rd quarter, early 4th quarter, none of our players are gonna be, you know, gonna be gassed.
Right. So what you're saying is you can see Root take Ayamada's spot. Nose tackle, basically, right?
Ain't nobody's spot being taken. It's gonna be a rotation.
Eh.
Everybody's gonna get played. There's a certain particular snap count. You know what I'm saying? Play count. You know, per rotation. You know what I'm saying? This depth chart and the way they seem to have this design is going to be designed for us to be still standing straight up and not choking and sucking air in the fourth quarter.
I'm so glad we brought Simeon Burrow and Ronnie Perkins back. They just solidified our whole roster right there.
Yeah.
About the 6 month infraction with 122
practice squad.
But he said Bucky Irvin. I'm like, shit, no sleeping Bucky. What you mean no sleeping Bucky?
Ain't nobody sleeping. And look, y'all had a great. Y'all ran on us great last year.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
No.
Look, I understand this. You name these guys on this defense. Look, I hope you have your fingers crossed that no safety or no third or fourth defensive back or linebacker get caught butt naked in the open field with Bijan repeatedly. Okay, you know what I'm saying. And then also on that back end, when we decide to spread y'all out, and it's going to happen.
Oh, we know.
You're going to have to make choices. Who you going to double?
Boy, you better not put Deion.
Are you going to change your coverage to try to contain Kyle, or try to contain Drake up the seam, or to keep Casey or Mooney from going over the top, or Ray killing you underneath? Y'all gonna have some executive decisions to make.
I'm gonna say this though. Don't put Deion Jones and no Bijan Robinson. You in for a long day for that.
Yeah. But hey, hit that like button for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm peeking around the corner. I mean, literally peeking around the corner at 300. Okay. It's on my subscribers count at a particular moment. I'm trying to be ending the season with 400. Trying to start the season at 300. I'm trying to end the season at 400. That's what I'm trying to do.
You don't celebrate party?
Definitely for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a OG Thursday Thunder. There's gonna definitely be a Falcon Friday. On Sunday is definitely gonna be this opening season halftime show by the Unholy Alliance. So y'all, tune in. We finna be in full season swing. You know what I'm saying, with this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Week 1, we're at hump day. We are over the hump officially. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for the heavy hitters in an hour or so, hour, 2 hours, something to that effect. Again, like I said, I like to thank everybody that tuned in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That don't work without you. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? As always, we gonna get up out of this thing, man. Got to keep it A. Got to keep it dirty. Most notably, got to keep it real with yourself. Let your next choice be your best choice, y'all. This is the OG for the franchise, Young Knight, for the Styles fam. You know what I'm saying? Miss Sonya, with our lovely Brave Report, which is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a normal fixture on Wicked Wednesday.
Hey, y'all stay tuned for the game tomorrow night too. By the way, I'm gonna be up watching that.
Yeah. The season jumps off tomorrow, but our season jumps off Sunday.
Help to ass.
We out.
Bye, y'all.